Hey guys, welcome to another week of Video Ninja Trix. I am Coach Shawn, and this is Assistant Coach Mr. Garrett. So we're going to start off by making sure we have a
2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything down.
Yep, and make sure it's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from side to side as well. And
You don't want this one to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
you look like a toy soldier when you walk like that.
We don't need this far of a
But you can. It's actually good. The more space you have, the better it is.
But this way you don't.
And less objects you have that you can collide into.
But you also don't want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, that's like 5 inches. And also, make sure you have a parent or guardian's permission to do this. Alright. Let's get right into these stretches and warm-ups, alright?
You want to make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
And make sure you're not kicking your partner. Alright. So, we're going to
Make
do
sure you're not, when
a
you're
little
like-
stretch right here. We're going to go across.
You don't want to do that.
Why not? Or that.
Because you don't want to do this.
As you can see, I'm wearing my Cobra Kai shirt. Strike first, strike hard. Go across the other side. It's interesting because there's all sorts of martial arts. The martial arts that we practice, Kempo, American Kempo, and Keng-Sudo are considered hard styles, which are about striking, fighting. There's also ones like Aikido, which are more softer, or Tai Chi, they're more going with the flow. But each martial arts has their grab your elbow and pull it back, has
Something that
some variability in their stuff. So
something just random.
the variability in your martial arts could have a very wide variety. Grab your other elbow, pull it back. Some moves will actually be a little harder and a little softer. We'll actually go over a karate skill today, which is kind of a softer version, which means it's a self-defense, but you're not exactly striking them directly, but we will go over that later. Alright, so let's stretch out our legs, grab one foot, bring it back. This is great for working on balance and also stretching your quads up front. Did you know that this is your longest muscle in the body right here? Grab the other one, pull it back.
And if you want to, you can also do one of this something. You probably won't have something like this in your house. Just because. Yeah, see that why.
And also your largest muscle is your glutes. So your glutes are your butt muscles. So usually these are the longest. So these are a couple of largest muscles. So we're going to make sure we stretch them out. We're actually going to do a little warm-up stretch right here. So we're just going to do straight front kicks. No bending keep your back straight. Keep your legs straight. I don't want you to actually bend your knee. This is not a good kicking form. This is just for stretching out and warming up. And I want you to start off low because you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to get to the point where you're pulling that muscle in the back. If you pull it actually too hard, it'll actually do the opposite and retract on you because it's protecting itself. That's what happens when you get muscle sprains and stuff, is when you accidentally go too far, or you hit that muscle and it gets damaged, or it thinks it's going to get damaged, it tightens up and protects itself. So you want to slowly work it out. You want to get to the point that it's
You can just decide to do a certain amount on each side or something.
yeah, you
You can
can.
do like 10 on each side or something.
Yeah, we're just going to keep going for right now. Because this, like I said, is one of your biggest muscles. So it is tends to tighten up a lot. Some people are a lot more flexible than I am. I'm not very flexible. Over time, I have gotten to the point I can kick about head level. As you can see, my foot's coming up to about my head. And as you get older, of course, it gets a little tenser. But, all right, so now we're actually gonna get right up into the warm-ups. So we're gonna go and just jog in place a little bit. Let's do some hops. So hop back, front, forward, and backward. If you have a little line, you can hop over that side to side. Good for warming up the abs and upper body. A little slow it down for a second. Bring it up, bring your arms up. Go down, bring it up, go down, bring it up. And if you feel a little tug in your glutes, you can feel free to hold it there for a second, stretch it out, and come back up. This is actually great for your back too, because you're warming up your back muscles. Let's stretch out our wrists, roll them a bit. It's good to pull it back. Make sure you open up those wrists. And then work on the other side. Good job. Good job. Again, go to this side, pull it back. Making faces at me. And once again, to this side. All right. Excellent job. Hope you feel warmed up. Feel a little looser now. Ready to go. So let's move on. All right, guys. So today's karate skill, we're going to work on is self-defense. So why do we work on self-defenses? Self-defenses, when you work on them, you build up a muscle memory. So your muscle memory remembers how to do it without something called an instinct, with instinct. So when you do something with instinct, it means you just automatically react without thinking. So say somebody came up and tried to swing and pop you over the head. That is a great instinct. First instinct is to get out of the way, all right? So second instinct should be to do something about it. Now, if Garrett came at me and I'm down here, I'm gonna do this from down here. Now, when you do this, I want you to actually step off to the side like this, but I'm gonna do this on my knees. Garrett's a little smaller than me. And if he actually does do this, I'd probably react a little differently because, I mean, it's not huge. We're actually going to do this with a fake sword. So this is called an overhead club. So he's going to come up and swing it down at me like this, all right? So this is a situation you could actually end up in because somebody could grab a stick and try to swing at you. And their instinct is either come from the side, which you want to get in close, but we're not going to go over that yet, or come up and down at you to club you over the head. Watch out, maybe your mom will come at you with a frying pan and try to pop you over the head. Who knows, right?
Even if, like, if somebody like moves like, and fast and you're trying not to blink,
So, yes, blink. Don't blink. Don't blink. So your first instinct should be to get out of the way. So I want you to step off to the side like this.
And also, when you're getting hit at, and if it's like coming straight towards your head or just towards your body, and you're like behind, if you're like on a wall or something, it's just best to probably like try to duck down or something so you don't.
Well, we're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over what you should do. All right?
Because if you get cornered, you want to duck down if they try to hit you anywhere that you can't really
Maybe.
go back.
It depends on which way they attack you from. Let's go over the lesson first, all right? And then we can discuss.
If they attack
All right.
you from the head, it's gonna be
I want you to come overhead club me, all right? Slowly. Let's do this slowly. Come from this direction. Now I want you guys to watch me. We're gonna do this slow. He's gonna swing this down and try to hit me in the head, all right? So I'm gonna step off to the side, right? So when he swings down, here I am right here. I'm gonna step off to the side and get out of the way, right? So that's the first move, is to get out of the way.
And if you're traveling hard enough when you get that shot, it can actually remove whatever you're holding from your hand.
Right. So this is actually like very Aikido move. Aikido is actually a martial arts in Japan. We use it in Tang Sudo. Like I said, a lot of martial arts go across. Tai Chi uses this in a different way. But you use these martial arts, and this is a soft style. So this is redirecting force. So again, Garrett's gonna come at me with this club, and I'm gonna step off to the side. So he's swinging down, so it's almost like a sword.
You don't always want to go down, like you said.
So keep a hold onto the sword. Now, what I'm gonna do is he's gonna swing it at me again, but we'll, again, slow-mo, we're gonna show you what you do for the next step. Now swing at me, down. So I step off to the side, and now the sword is already going one direction. Keep holding onto it. So hold the tight grip. You're not gonna just let go. All right? So he's swinging at me. You don't want to hit this weapon, or you don't want to be in this side, because this could be a sword, it could be a club, it could be a stick, or anything, but you want to get out of the way and push it down. So when you push it down, see how he has a bad grip on it. So tight grip, don't let go. So now if it's down here, if I keep pushing, if it's too big, it'll just break out of his hands. If it's smaller, then it'll hit him. So if it's a knife or something like that, whatever it is, it's gonna either hit the ground or him, or it'll stab him right in the stomach or whatever. So again, a little faster this time. He's gonna swing at me, straight down at me.
And also,
Come closer.
And also, if you hit it down here, it would technically not even be getting out of the way. Because if you just get out of the way and put your hand under the sword, you'd be basically.
Well, if it's a sword, you'll get cut. If it's a club or a stick, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna break your hand or something. So you want to put your hand on top of their hand or arms, or
Put it up here.
at a minimum put it on top of the weapon. But you want to actually use their hands. So swing at me. We're gonna demonstrate this. So I'm stepping out of the way and I'm bringing it down. Now when you're here, I'm down on my knees to show you where I am at. You can either clock them this way if it didn't hurt them, or you can get them into a chokehold. But now you have removed the advantage, because when they're standing here with a weapon, they're at full advantage, right? So they have every advantage against me because now, but, right. Again, swing at me though. So now I'm closer to him. I've removed a lot of the advantage. He still has the advantage of having the weapon. Hopefully doing this would break the hold on his weapon. If not, then I can hit him, I can punch him, And at least I have a way to make contact with him that I could defend myself. All right? So that's it for the karate skill today. We'll move on to the parkour skill. All right, guys, so today's parkour skill, we're gonna work on our balance. The other day we were actually doing a little bit of parkour. I want you to actually just lift up one foot and just kind of hop on it, all right? You don't have to grab it, but if you want to, you can grab it.
Last time we
Now grab the other foot and hop on, all right?
And on the karate skill, we were actually talking about instinct.
Yeah, so
There's
instinct.
actually an instinct on this. If you start falling down, your body's going to start making you hop.
Yeah.
If you're on one foot, just because it wants to.
And then keep switching. So, I noticed while in the school, I mean, I used to like just practice running across logs. I used to practice balancing on stuff. And I used to just love doing that. Like balancing on old log fence posts. We don't have really log fence posts today as much anymore. But that's just something we did when I was young, like Garrett's age, many hundreds of years ago. So
I don't think it was hundreds.
it was hundreds of years ago that we had these fence posts. And I want you to just practice bouncing on one foot. All right, now I want you to just stand here and lift up one foot and balance. Find your balance. Find your chi. Tai chi. So this is really good at finding that balance, because if you're running across something like a beam or such, you're going to not want to fall off. So balancing on one foot, whether you're standing or landing on a pedestal or such, is very important to be able to land on that one foot and not fall down. So this is today's parkour skills. Not too crazy, not so silly, but the other day, like I said in Ninja Trix, I noticed that we don't have as much balance as we used to. And that's something that we need to work on. It's a very important skill for learning, being able to control your kicks. You can actually practice here if you want. You practice your front kicks.
You can also see the instinct right there when he kind of fell. His body decided to make him jump.
Yeah, I worked on jumping instead of falling over or dropping my foot. I can hop and kick, and then you can kick, and you can also kick. So that is today's parkour skill. Practice that. Whether you want to kick stuff or you want to just swing your leg, bring it back, bring it forward, bring it back, bring it forward. You can do this while playing video games or watching TV. You don't have to be sitting on the couch or on your chair. You could just be sitting there going and making a crane stance, Karate Kid style. Cobra Kai, got it? See, I brought that in. See, so Cobra Kai, it might be too long for you to remember. Like I said, it was hundreds of years ago, Karate Kid, when I watched that. So basically what he did is he did a crane style kick. What he did is he was standing on top of, he practiced this by standing on top of a telephone style pole. It was actually in the water, and if he fell off, of course he fell off into the water. Didn't get hurt, but there was a consequence for falling down. All right, we don't have much of a consequence besides getting hurt if you don't know how to fall correctly. But he would actually go and jump from other side, and then kick, and then kick, and then kick, and then kick. And knowing how your body's balanced and everything is very important for not only ninja or parkour skills, but karate skills. So that's today's parkour lesson. Balance. Work on your balance. All right?
Right now you don't want to do this while you're working on your balance. But if you can if you start falling down and...
Yes, of course. You can find some like on a chair, or you can use a wall. to start off.
Yeah.
But
And also you should, just in case you're not that good at balancing, you can stay near a wall just in case you fall and it doesn't, you don't jump, and you can just catch yourself on the wall.
that is a fantastic idea, Garrett. And that's it for today's parkour skill.
And just the example would be something like that.
Yep. All right, today we're going to work on our balance. Garrett's going to demonstrate right here. These are like stepping logs. You can get these at the store or in Amazon.
Yeah.
Ask him for your birthday. Ask him
Yeah.
for Christmas.
You don't have to have these technically to do this. Sometimes you just gotta like walk on like a black line of tape or something.
Or you can walk on a black line of tape. That is a great suggestion. Find a black line of tape.
And if you don't have anything but your floor, you can just try to balance like this.
Yeah. You can just try balancing on the floor, walk in a straight line. So my challenge to you, the game, is I want you to find something to walk on, balance on. Challenge your brothers, challenge your sister, challenge your parents. Here, I'm calling out your parents out there to do this. So just challenge them. See what kind of obstacles you can find outside to do. Work on that balance. Maybe, if you want to, make sure you only touch with one foot at a time and step up your game. So, be careful not to get hurt, of course. Twisted ankles hurt a lot. But find something to balance on, whether it's maybe sometimes you can have some boxes, or you can just have a line in the house to walk across. I almost fell over there. Did you see that? But
You
because
could
I
also
can,
be, you could also be near a wall if you have something like this.
yeah.
You can be near a wall just in case you.
But have fun with it. Find something to balance on. Find some rocks to go across. Make sure you have a parent's permission, of course. And I'll see you next time. So, oh, don't leave yet.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah. One more.
McCoy's Action Karate, 6 p.m. Tuesdays. Be there or be a log.
Maybe not that long.
Okay. Oh well, be there and have fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.